Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining today's webinar on saving time with social media management tools with Allison James Marketing Specialist, Jasmine Williams. Now, before we begin, I want to let you know that Allison James Estates and Homes is a nationwide brokerage which offers 100% commission, 100% support, and zero franchise fees. Why split your commission if you don't need to? You earned it all, so shouldn't you keep it all? Now, our goal at Allison James is to always give back to our agents by providing education, training sessions, live webinars, live events, and full broker support with the most up-to-date tools and technology available. We are always looking for new tools and ways to be able to provide them to our agents at a lower or discounted price, so you can keep your hard-earned money. Today's webinar is sponsored by our preferred lender, Movement Mortgage. And for more information about Allison James Estates and Homes, please visit us at www.ajicareers.com. Now let's go ahead and get started with today's topic. If you have any questions throughout today's presentation, please submit your questions into the chat box on your Zoom control panel. I will now pass it over to our speaker today, Jasmine. Good morning, Jasmine.
Yeah, thank you so much, Anthony, and welcome everyone to today's webinar. I am excited to talk about our topic for today. So let me just share my screen really quick, Anthony, so we can get started here. Actually, present. Alrighty, so today I'm excited to talk to you guys about how to save time on social media by using social media management tools. So let's just get started. I'm going to ask you guys a question and feel free to drop your answers in the chat. So if you could gain, let's say, an extra hour of your time to really dedicate to your business, this might be an easy one, but would you rather be spending that time, with your clients, being in front of your clients, taking care of the things that really matter most to you? Or would you rather be spending, let's say, that extra hour, on your phone, trying to post to social media and just taking care of some of those, really painstaking social media tasks? I'm pretty sure we're all going to lean to probably dedicating your time to what really matters most. And that's not to say social media isn't important, because I'm pretty sure we all know that it's very important. It's definitely a big deal. And, just with the use of social media worldwide, it has, grown and is going to continue to grow continuously. So in 2020, over 3.6 billion people were using social media worldwide, and that number is only projected to increase. And within, let's say, the next 3 years, it's expected to increase by almost 1 billion users. So that's there to just show you that it's really important for you to be on social media, because your clients and your prospects are going to be on social media. And that's where you need to be as a business owner to really promote yourself and market yourself. So, today what I really want to touch bases on is how to keep tabs on your social media efforts just from one singular place. Really want to go over what a social media management tool is and how that can really benefit you and your business. So what exactly is a social media management tool? There are tons and tons of tools out there that can help you with, numerous things. But today, for this instance, we're going to be talking about social media management tools like Canva, like Hootsuite, like Later, and like Buffer. These tools really help you get a nice overview of all of the social media efforts that you are doing in one singular place. So you are going to really be able to schedule your content from here, publish your content, plan it out, and really get a organized and tidy overlook of everything that you're doing on social media. So for some of the plans like Buffer and Later, they do offer a free plan so that you still get some of those, really essential features for scheduling and planning. But, features that might be paid, that might be a little more advanced and really help you bulk up on your social media strategy, you can get those with Canva and Hootsuite. And I believe Later and Buffer, they still offer paid plans as well that have some more advanced features. But if you're looking to just kind of get started with the social media management tool, you can definitely use those free plans that have, those very essential features, which we'll be going over today. So let's just get started with, the first time saving feature, how these platforms can really help you save time. So managing from one place is one, huge aspect of these platforms. You can manage all of your social media networks. So let's say Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, all of those things you can manage here in this one place. So you get to, really eliminate that hassle of having to log into the different accounts. If you're like me, I'm so guilty of this. I cannot remember my passwords for, the life of me. So this really eliminates that problem of having to just reset your password, taking up time that you really just don't have to be, have to spend on, having to reset passwords and log in. And also just switching in between the apps can be really frustrating. If you're trying to create a post, switching from Facebook, then moving to LinkedIn, moving to Twitter, Instagram, all of those things really add up when you're trying to just create a post for social media. The great thing about most of these free plans is they do allow you to connect at least 3 of your social media accounts. And if you're just getting started, 3 is a great option to have, so if you have a Facebook, an Instagram, and a LinkedIn, those are great options. And you can all just link all of those or connect all of those accounts to any one of these platforms and be able to really see all of your social media efforts in one singular place. Some more features that these platforms offer or are being able to plan. So they will give you a calendar view of what you're doing. So you get a nice calendar, just like when you have a planner and you write out what you're going to do. If you're like me as well, I'm a visual person, so I need to see things planned out so that it really helps me feel organized and I know where and when my content is going out. And I will show you exactly how these things look later on in the webinar so that you can understand what the calendar view looks like and how it can really help you. And also with these tools, they can help you schedule your post way in advance so that when you are, let's say, with a client or, even when you're just spending, time with your family, let's say next week, you're going to be, with your family for Thanksgiving or just spending the holidays, you might want to have posts that are going out for times that you really don't want to be in front of your screen. So having these features like this can really help you take care of everything in advance. So then you're not spending a lot of time later on having to, do those things when you have other more important things to be taken care of. And I will show you as well how to schedule that out within the next slides. And then lastly, another essential feature here that's included with all the free plans is being able to publish directly through these apps or these platforms. So one, you can publish right through there. So you don't have to go into Instagram and try to publish your post there and then go into LinkedIn and publish your post there. You get the opportunity to just create your post one time in these platforms, and then you get them published directly through there. Once you schedule it, you don't have to do anything else. You're not switching in between the different apps. Another great thing about being able to publish directly through here is you still get to keep that flexibility of being able to share your posts now. So say you're sitting down with a client at lunch and you guys are having a great time and you want to snap a picture and post for that moment. You don't have to go into Instagram and then go to the other, platforms and post that thing 3 times. What you can do is you can still have the flexibility of being to share now. You can have your picture, have your content, and you can create that post in the platform and then share it to all of your social media networks just that one singular time. No more having to go around and move between the different apps. You can also post to different channels or to the same channel. So if you just want to post to, let's say, you want to just post to Instagram, you can post to just Instagram. But say you want to post to all 3, you can do that. You also, if you know when posting on social media, some things just work better on different platforms. So say you're creating a post and say you're like, this would really just work best for Instagram and Facebook. I really don't want to put it on my Twitter. You can definitely choose just Instagram and Facebook and have it work that way as well. And so, excuse me, now is going to be the time where I'm going to show you guys exactly how to connect your social media accounts to a platform like this, how to schedule and publish, how to see, that calendar view and really get organized and be able to plan all your content out. And then the best step is really, you'll get to see, once I'm done with it, you really just get to set it and forget it. There's no more having to worry about, oh, I need to post this day or that day. everything's taken care of for you right there. So what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to share my screen here and I'm going to go to Buffer. So this is Buffer. This is just one example. I like to use Buffer just because it's one of the first platforms that I was introduced to when it came to these type of content planners and schedulers. And it's also one of the ones that offers a free plan. So you don't have to, invest very much other than just a small amount of your time to connect everything. And then once everything's connected, you are good to go here. So first things first, I want to show you guys just how to connect something like this and how simple it is. So if we go to manage channels, you'll see I have, these are all my dummy accounts. I have all three connected here: Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And so right now what I'll do is I'll just disconnect. I'm going to remove a channel. And you'll see it removed it, and it lets you know that you can connect up to 3. So I'm going to just add my LinkedIn back. So connect. And then I'm going to go to LinkedIn. And since it's a profile page, I'm going to go to profile and start connecting. And then it will prompt you here to just put your login information. I'm going to sign in. And now it's saying, which channels would you like to add? So if your page has more than one account attached to it, you just need to pick which one you want. Excuse me. And then I'm going to click add. And it's really that simple. It says you're all set. Your channels have been connected and we're all good there. So now I'm connected and now I can move forward with wanting to schedule and, publish my content. So I'm going to go back here to Buffer at the top. And if you'll see, I already have some things, for Saturday. And so I can show you now how to schedule a post out. So create a post and you'll see there are my three different profiles here. This is what I was talking about earlier. You can choose between the 3 different ones. If you want to just post to Instagram, you can. If you'd like to post to the other 2, you can just click on them. You can have all 3, and I'm just going to do a test one here. And I'm going to just pick a random photo. And I can now, the thing that's really nice about Buffer, they let you customize for each network. So if you'll see now, it's moved it to all 3. If I want to put something special, like for instance, we know for Instagram, you can't use links. So I can use, excuse me, my throat is really dry. One second, everyone. If we go to Instagram, you know that they don't allow you to use links other than in your bio. So I could change it to like, click the link in my bio instead of actually using the link that maybe I put in for Facebook or I put in for Instagram. And then from there, I can just go here and do schedule now, which would mean I would schedule the post right now, or I can schedule the post for later. And I can choose exactly when I want that post to go out. So if I want it to go for, let's just say Friday at 1:13, I can change the time here if I want it to go out earlier, and I can just click schedule. And now you can see tomorrow my post is scheduled for 1:08. So I'm good to go there. I'm all scheduled out. And then lastly, what's really nice is this calendar view. Is you get to see, this is what I love here, is the calendar view, because you can go between weekly or monthly. It's up to you. I like the weekly option just because I like to get really in depth on what I'm doing on social media. I like to see exactly when these posts are going out, where they're going, or you can do the monthly, but you really get a nice overview of exactly where and when your posts are going out and what channels they're going out to. And you can still see the content and the picture. So this is a great feature. And then once you have it all completed, it's really as simple as just leaving it alone and letting it stay right where it's at. You can trust that it's going to publish exactly what you want when you want it to be published out. So now I'm just going to jump back over to the presentation. And now we're gonna move on to, oops, sorry, you guys. Now it's really a good time to talk about which platform is right for you. Which platform should you choose? So let's talk about your goals. So let's say your goal one is saving money and just staying on social media. So, you really want to save time, but sometimes you don't want to really invest too much in, especially if you're not too familiar with something. So using one of the platforms like Later or Buffer, they can really help you stay on social media, stay consistent. There's little investment other than just connecting your accounts. And you can still save money because you're not spending anything really at all here except your time, just a small amount of your time. So for Buffer, a nice perk here is you get 10 posts that you can schedule out per social media channel. So let's say you scheduled 10 posts on Instagram, 3 of those posts were published. You now can add another 3 back onto your calendar. And now you have those 10 scheduled again for your social media account. So that's one perk. Another perk is they have a link shortener. So if sometimes you'll see people's posts, there'll be a long link in there. Canva will shorten that link up for you so you don't have to have that long kind of eyesore at a long link in your post. They also have a Canva integration. So if you are familiar with Canva, it's a design platform and allows you to design. It's very user-friendly. It allows you to design nice templates and social media posts. And so they've integrated that into their app so that you can create those really nice, clean looking posts. And I can also show you exactly how that looks when we get to the Canva, to the next slide for the Canva portion. And they also, like I just showed you, they have the calendar view feature. So you definitely get to get that nice overview of exactly what you're doing on social media, when you're posting it, and where you're posting it. The same thing for Later. They do offer more. So you get a little bit more, 30 posts per social profile instead of the 10. You do get unlimited media. And when I say unlimited media, that means they have a media library where you can use their stock photos and apply them to your posts. So you don't have to go on Google and look for a picture anymore. They have a library already there. You can look up the picture that you want, and you can use that for your for that specific post. And then third is they have Instagram analytics. So they do give you a little bit of insight on how you're performing on Instagram, how your likes, how many likes you're getting, things like that. But it's for the free plan, I think it's very, limited on how much they give you for the analytics, but it's definitely nice to get a little bit more insight on how you're performing. And again, they also offer the calendar view. These ones, they do offer some other features as well that you can take a look into later when you're doing a little bit more research on these, but these are the most essential features that come with these 2 free plans. Now, let's say your goal is to save time, but you really want to build out your social strategy. So using Canva, sorry guys, using Canva can really help with your design. It's a platform that started off as a design platform, but they've now offered a content planner. So you can also schedule out your content as well. So for Canva, you can get unlimited media, as I mentioned. The same thing for Later. You can get unlimited media and use that stock, use those stock images to apply to your posts. You also get pre-designed templates. So they already have posts that are created for you. Well, I should say social, like e-cards that are already created for you. And I can definitely show you guys exactly what I mean by the pre-designed templates. If you go into Canva and you go to their content planner, and let's just say I want to do a post for Thanksgiving, these are already pre-designed templates that they have, and you can literally click on any one you want. You can make all the edits you'd like, and then they have a nice button here to schedule it out. And that's the same thing when you're using Buffer. They have an option for you to create your design in Canva and then post directly through Buffer. So that's just another option that you can, or another feature that's available when you do the Canva Pro, the investment is pretty small. It's pretty affordable. It's $12.99 a month. So if you wanted to go with Canva, it's a great option as well. Another great thing about it is you can invite team members. So if you have someone that's managing your social media, you can collaborate with them. If you have someone that, helps you with your design, you can send them an invite and they can join as well. And what's also great here is you can create a branding kit. So if you have a logo, you have certain brand colors that you use, you can apply those features to all of your posts when you're creating that design. Those will automatically be applied to your posts. You will still have the freedom to move things around on that design, but they allow you to create that kit. So you can always have your logo and branding colors available and ready to go. And lastly, Hootsuite, it's a little bit more of an investment, but it's great if you have a team, because here with Hootsuite, you get a social inbox. So when people are commenting on your post, you don't have to go on to, let's say you get a comment on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook. You don't have to log into those accounts and apply, or reply through those actual platforms. What you can do in Hootsuite is they have a social inbox to where you can just respond directly through Hootsuite. There's no more having to swap between the different apps. You can do it all within that one platform. They also offer reporting. So as I mentioned for later, they have Instagram analytics, which doesn't give you as much insight as what Hootsuite would give you. And they give you an overview of all of your social media accounts. So you can export a report out, see, how well you're performing on Instagram or LinkedIn or any of the platforms you'd like. And then you can apply what's working well and put it back into your social strategy. So the reporting feature is great for Hootsuite. They also have bulk scheduling, which is nice, because what you can do with bulk scheduling is you can export out their template. You put all your content in there as far as, the text, the links, and where you want it to post to, and you upload it back to Hootsuite. And all they do is they create the post for you. You'll just need to add the pictures and click schedule, and it will schedule all of your posts out for the days and times that you've set with all the information you provided on that exported sheet. So that's really nice. Let's say if you have like 30 posts that you want to go out on certain days, you don't have to do it individually. You can definitely do it on that bulk sheet. Then lastly, they have a best time to publish recommendation. So this is a great feature because you can use the times that they recommend. So they take the time and do the work for you. They find out when's the best time that, for you to post based off of when you get the most engagement, when you're getting the most likes, when you're getting the most comments. They will recommend when those best times are so that you don't have to do the work. You just choose when you want them to go out. And so that's just an overview of kind of like if you have two different types of goals. The first option, buffer and later, are great because they are the free plans, little investment there, but they still offer all of those essential features. For Canva and Hootsuite, they do require a little bit more of an investment, but they also provide some really great features in addition to being able to schedule, publish, plan, the calendar view. They all have those same features, but just a little bit more there. And then lastly, social media, we all know social media isn't going anywhere anytime soon. And so that means being on social media is extremely important for you guys as business owners, because you definitely want to stay consistent. You definitely want to stay active on social media. However, you do want to save that time that you really can't afford to waste. So if you're using one of these platforms, they're definitely going to help you schedule out that content, plan that content, get it published directly when you don't have the time to really be on your screen. And just a little tidbit note, if you think about it, if you were to sit down maybe once a month and spend maybe 2 hours on your social media, scheduling it out, publishing it, creating the content, and getting it all set on either one of these platforms, it's going to save you so much more time than just thinking about every day. If you're thinking, I want to post, once a day, you're spending that 15 minutes, a day, that's going to add up over time. And you're going to spend more time each day than you would spend during that month by just using one of these schedulers and just setting all your content out and getting it planned out for the month. So That's how it can really help you with just saving time and staying on social media and staying consistent. Because as we know, you guys are extremely busy and posting every day sometimes just isn't very realistic. So just to end it all here, the key is to just find a tool that really offers you exactly what you need. So looking at the different features, finding out what works best for you, because not everyone's social media goals are the same, and that's perfectly fine. But let's say if your goal is more like goal one, you'd rather save a little bit of money, but you just want to stay consistent on social media, that's a great option. If your goal is you really want to bulk up on your social media strategy and you really want to get more in depth, but you want to keep everything all in one place and, kind of eliminate a lot of that hassle and some of that noise that can happen on social media, then moving with a platform like Hootsuite or Canva will be really great. So that is really what I wanted to share today, and just give you guys a little insight on the different tools that you can use. Like I mentioned, there's Canva, there's Buffer, there's Later, and there's Hootsuite. There's tons of other ones, but those are just the ones I really recommend for you guys to look into and find out which ones really are going to fit your needs, and really benefit you and your business and keep you active and staying social on social media. Thank you so much. And Anthony, I think I'm ready to, if there are any questions, I'm more than happy to answer those questions.
And thank you, Jasmine. I really appreciate all that insight there. Once again, I just want to acknowledge our sponsor for today's event. Movement Mortgage is our preferred lender. And thank you, everyone, for joining us. Again, Jasmine, really instrumental, everything that you've gone over with us. We'll certainly be using that. So everyone, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.